Yo, what is up everybody? It is Bro Gets Rich, and today, as the title of the video suggests, I am going to go over my Tesla position, go over my Ethereum position, and discuss the possibility of me swapping my Ethereum for Tesla. So as always, not financial advice. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like people sharing their financial journey with you. A little bit about what you will see on my channel. I sell stock options, contracts for passive income. I invest in dividend stocks. I invest in Tesla, some crypto, and real estate. So you can expect that stuff from me. Now let's get into the video. All right, so I took the screenshot the other day. Tesla's actually gone up a little bit. I think Tesla closed today around $230, but still roughly in that range. And my total value on this Tesla position is $13,480. I own just over 61 shares with an average cost of $203.95, and I am up $971.96 or 7.77% on my Tesla stock. And if you watch my channel, you have heard me talk about in the past how when Tesla goes under my cost basis, because it's been really choppy for a while. So basically, like when there's a big dip, or if it's ever below my cost basis, like when it's below my cost basis, I've been buying aggressively. And just as proof of all this, right? Like, so this is how long I've been averaging into Tesla in this account. So I bought Tesla for the first time December 1st, 2021 at an average cost of $380. You know, Tesla was coming down off all-time highs. I knew we might get a bigger dip, and so I just wanted to start averaging in slowly but surely. And boy, I did not expect to be averaging in for this long. Like, I just recently stopped buying again after we got above my cost basis, which was not that long ago, but literally I was buying like sometimes every day for years, just little bits, you know, 25 bucks a day. You know, if it goes down a lot, like $50, $75 a day. So really been building this position for quite a long time. And if we're looking at this Tesla chart, I started buying, you know, pretty much right around this dip, and then just been buying the whole time, averaging down. I would say I accumulated, you know, the majority of this Tesla, you know, probably in like this little trough to this range in here, just going hard. Was buying some full shares when we went all the way down to like almost $100 not too long ago. So I've been saying I've been getting a little exhausted buying Tesla stock, and that I kind of can't wait for the day to come when Tesla rips and I don't really have to worry about averaging it anymore, so I can do more things like sell options contracts on Robinhood, or just honestly invest in covered call ETFs or hold cash for interest and just kind of work on my passive income portfolio. But as time goes on, and this is just one reference point, right? I'm not going to go through all the catalysts, but just if you pay attention to Tesla stock, so Kathy Wood and ARK Invest modeled out their 2029 price estimates per share, expected value of $2,600 per share, bear case is $2,000 per share, and bull case is $3,100 per share of Tesla stock by 2029. And not even like going off any of this, just following all the Tesla stuff that I follow. Like, I've never been more bullish on Tesla with artificial intelligence, energy, robotics, future products, manufacturing prowess. And so I'm kind of presented with this dilemma. So if I go over here, and so I'm kind of presented with this conundrum, I would say, where if you look here, I have this Ethereum position in the same portfolio that I hold my Tesla stock. So total value of almost $7,000. I'm up about 90% on my, you know, 2 Ethereum and change that I own. And I bought this, I don't know, maybe like a year ago or whatever. I've used a lot of blockchains. I would say I'm, like, for a retail investor, pretty educated in crypto compared to like the average crypto investor. And so I just bought some ETH because I could buy it in my Fidelity account. It was accessible, and I wanted to, you know, my worst case scenario when I bought it was like, well, it'll double, right? And then who knows what'll happen. Obviously, the ETH ETF just got approved, but Ethereum really hasn't picked up much steam. I think most of the people in the crypto community that I respect as analysts, like, they don't really think that Ethereum's going to perform as well as Bitcoin or Solana, and I own both of those. And then also, like, I've used all these blockchains. Like, I've used Binance Chain, I've used Solana, I've used Ethereum. Like, I've used all of them, like, pretty much, or at least last cycle. And Ethereum sucks. Like, it's the worst to use from a retail standpoint. Obviously, there could be, you know, larger consumer use cases for like banks or bigger institutions and stuff like that, and I get that. But it's like a vast majority, you know, optimized chain for the most of the world. Like, Ethereum is ass. My problem is that I'm not in long-term capital gains on this position until, like, on all of it, because I averaged in, but until about the end of August. And I don't want to sell it until I'm completely in long-term gains. But kind of my thesis is, right, like, if we're talking about, okay, could Ethereum do, I mean, best case scenario this cycle, depending on what Bitcoin does, like I can't envision, and I'm not like a price analyst, but I just can't see Ethereum going over, I don't even know, over $8,000, right? And that would be like a pretty optimistic view in my perspective. But I think Tesla is going to do nothing but grow. Whether Cathie Wood's right and Tesla's going to $3,000 or $2,900 a share, like I don't really care about that. All I know is like, and this is not financial advice, but like in my mind, I don't see by 2029, I don't see how Tesla is not multiples from where it is at right now. And then also, if I can accumulate more shares in the future, there's also more tools. Like I can't really do a whole lot with my Ethereum in this portfolio, but if I own a shit ton of Tesla shares, right, via something like this, right? So this is NVIDIA's stock split history. So NVIDIA did a 4-to-1 split. I mean, they've done a few splits, but just recently they did a 4-for-1 in 2021, and then they just did their big 10-for-1 stock split, right? So you're basically getting, a 10x the amount of shares. Tesla has been known, they did their first 5-to-1 back in the day. I don't remember what year it was, like 2019. And then I think they just recently did a 3-for-1 as well. And I would imagine if you're looking at, another 5 to 10 years, at some point, Tesla, if the stock price is $1,000, $2,000, like I would imagine they're going to, at some point, do another stock split. They've been known to do it before, right? And then if I can get this Tesla position, like I'm already at 60, but if I can get it up to, I haven't done the math, right? But if I can get it up to almost 100, and then I get some sort of, eventually, who knows what it'll be, and maybe it won't ever come, but I would imagine it would, some sort of 3-for-1, 5-for-1, 10-for-1 stock split, right? Where best case scenario is Tesla runs up to, Cathie Wood's bear case of 2,000 per share, and then they do a 10-for-1 stock split, and then I have 1,000 shares of Tesla, right? And then, if I get to the point where I want to take profits, I can have a ton of tools at my exposure or at my disposal with selling covered calls, or if I wanted to, try and if Tesla ever becomes not so volatile, I could try selling the wheel on some shares. Like, there's a lot more tools in my tool bag rather than holding Ethereum, which frankly, there's no utility as of now. Maybe there will be in the future, but there's no utility as of now for me holding it in my Fidelity portfolio. And I like Tesla, and I understand Tesla, and I understand, I think, their future, and also the amount of shares I could own and the tools that those are provided for me. So basically, the robotaxi announcement got pushed back to October, and the stock reacted negatively to that. A bunch of earnings are coming out. I haven't really looked too deep into it. I heard Microsoft had really good earnings. The election's coming up. There's a lot of unknowns as to where the market could go, but what I'm basically looking is if Tesla, and I would even pay up at this point, like Tesla's $230. So I'm kind of wait a few weeks. If Tesla goes below $200, I'll probably just bite the bullet and swap out all my Ethereum, even if I'm going to have to pay some long-term gains on some of it. But in an ideal situation, if August is over, I'm in full long-term gains, and robotaxi's really Tesla's next big catalyst. So if we get a bigger dip before that, which I know a lot of people have been buying up the dip, Cathie Wood bought the shit out of the dip, but that would be kind of my ideal solution, to just pull the trigger and swap all of my Ethereum for Tesla. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that. What would you do if you were me? It might suck in the short term for me, right? Like, let's say I do this, and for some, miracle of God, we get some insane mania, FOMO, crypto bull run in 18 months, and ETH somehow moons above 10 grand. Like, yeah, that might hurt in the short term, but in the long term, I would much rather own hundreds and hundreds of Tesla shares via like a stock split, and then when Tesla gets really juicy someday, solve some covered calls, make some passive income, and also rip some fatty gains. So anyway, let me know down in the comments. My next video, I'm going to share with you my income for the full month of July selling stock options contracts on Robinhood with the stock IWM, which is a Russell 2000 ETF. So make sure to stay tuned for that one. Like and subscribe. I am Bro Gets Rich. I'll see you next time. Peace.